Well,
Yes, kind of. Again,
wow. I think that went a little bit better last week.
a little bit, but
Hey, we'll
hey,
we'll, we'll get it.
it's only the third time we've ever done something like this, so
Yeah,
we're
exactly. It's
pretty
like
new.
second and a half. If
Right,
you think
right.
about the geology and all those things.
It's like we're between second and third base, and we're in a pickle.
Uh,
Not not to be confused by a different second and third base. That's
uh.
something else.
So tell us about your baseball experience
Well,
this week.
not very good at it.
You didn't even make the team.
Dude, I would have beat you the other night when we were playing baseball, but I couldn't pitch, and
We're
my
talking about
outfielders sucked.
we're talking about two different things here, Haas.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you're
But
you're on deck.
all right, bet. At least I'm not out.
Yeah, well, I'm retired.
The cleats have been hung up.
hmm I'm basically Roger Maris over here, setting records that no one cares about.
Oof.
Or
Oof. That's tough.
the records nonetheless.
Exactly. Exactly. He didn't even have to have steroids to break those
Yeah, he was
records.
basically 1,000 years old and blasting home runs. And he played for the Yankees,
When I'm 1,000, yeah, yeah.
didn't he? Yeah.
When I think so. Everyone played for the Yankees. All the good players played for the Yankees.
Jackie Robinson didn't play for the Yankees.
Well, yeah, there was probably reasons he didn't play for the Yankees.
Ken Griffey never played for the Yankees.
All right, besides those two guys, everyone else good played for the Yankees.
Give me a second, I'll think of some more. I don't think Jose Canseco played for the Yankees.
Well, I don't even know who that is, so cool.
Shows how much you know about baseball.
I'm a modern sports fan. I don't care about baseball at all.
Do you at least know who Deion Sanders played for?
I do know who Deion Sanders played for. I watched the ESPN 30 for 30.
Ah, it's cheating. That's how I knew too.
Yeah.
Well, what's new up north?
Uh, same old, same old. I mean, other than my legs feeling like they want to fall off, it's been good.
Oh, why are your legs falling off?
Well,
Too much base
shin splint.
running?
Yeah, too much base running, mostly. That's
Oh,
why I'm retired now.
oh, gotcha. Oh,
I'm a
yes.
design. I'm only a designated hitter these days.
Mm, well, I like it. I'd prefer to be a designated base runner myself, but you do what you got to do.
Well, yeah. I only like hitting the ball. I don't like actually running the bases.
Mm, don't like the fielding.
Nah.
Oh, yeah. Shin splints
Mhm.
stink.
Pretty much. Pretty much. But
Yeah.
hey, on the bright side, I played a basketball game last night and won by about 60 points, so that was fun.
Who did you play? In elementary school?
Pretty much. Actually, no, we played the dad's group.
What does that mean?
We played it's Red Lake Nation Tribal College, I believe,
Oh, okay.
and all of them are like 30 years old.
Elite.
That's not a this, yeah,
They're like, hey, pass me the ball, Sonny. And you're just like, okay.
pretty much, pretty much. Yeah, we beat them like 125 to 67, I think.
Holy crap. Well, that's fun.
Oh, it was pretty groovy. But one of my teammates almost had a dunk on someone. He almost caught a body. It was pretty hot.
That is pretty hot.
But other than that, it's been pretty uneventful.
Nice. I almost got into three consecutive car crashes today.
Bruh.
So coming around a roundabout, but so you got your roundabout here, and then you can go off to the right.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
I'm going off to the right like a good human being. It's snowed all day today and all last night. We got like 5 inches or something. But so
Oof.
I'm taking it pretty easy. But this Aveo, this Chevy
Oh
Aveo,
yeah. Oh yeah.
I took my driver's test in an Aveo, but that doesn't matter. This nincompoop lady thinks she's freaking Travis Pastrana, George Block, and she flies around this thing and totally spins out right in front of me.
Oof,
She did a 180 in the roundabout.
dude, that's impressive.
I would have stopped to help, but she had some dork dude riding with her, and I figured they'd be fine. They weren't in the ditch; they just did it all on the road.
Oh,
And then whatever. And
yeah.
then I go past them, and instantly I see a cop. I'm like, they'll be fine. Which I'm kind of glad that little spin out encounter happened because right where I saw the cop is usually where I go about 65 in a 45. So
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
much saved my butt.
There you go. So you could have been dead and you could have had a ticket. Instead, you had neither.
Yeah, well then I'm driving along and then this moron in a truck and a trailer decided to pull out right in front of me on
Hmm.
ice.
Smart.
Yeah. And then, your classic, you're going down the street where there's cars parked on both sides, and this guy again in a big truck. I don't want to move over and get my truck all snowy. And so he just took up the entire road while I had to like move way off the street and get out of his way.
Oh, yeah.
It was a good
Yeah.
time.
Makes sense.
Mhm.
You gotta love
History
the city
off.
driving. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But you have had a lot of luck in the roundabout department when it comes to driving.
What do you mean?
Well, that one time you almost got taken out by a taxi.
Hey, they failed to yield.
Uh, yeah, that was something. At least there was two lanes in that one, and like there was a little bit of an excuse.
Yeah, well, I was in the outside lane. What? I don't know why he thought he was coming to the outside lane too. Could he not see this big freaking silver car?
Well, maybe heard you yell taxi.
I didn't. See,
Uh,
that was in Oshkosh, wasn't it?
yes, sir.
Land of the Bone.
Pretty
The
much.
big stinking lake.
Yep. Yep.
No.
All right.
What do you got
Here
for
we
us today,
go.
boss?
I got a good question for you.
I've got a good
This
answer.
one, it'll make you think a little bit. I got this from one of my basketball teammates.
Okay.
So, if you could meet anyone in history for coffee, who would you meet?
For coffee? Uh,
Just a conversation and anyone in history.
hmm. Well, how long is our conversation?
I mean, as long as you want, I guess. There doesn't really have to be time constraints on it.
Okay, is this a modern coffee shop, or do I have to go, like, if I go back to meet Socrates, do I have to go back to the Socrates Dunkin' Donut shop era, like in a
Yep.
Greek
With
mythology of coffee and
yep, with
lattes?
dust and wind and everything.
Oh, dude.
Yes.
Well, okay. Um, well, they got to keep it more modern so the coffee doesn't suck.
Well, pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. It'll be like a modern Starbucks, Dunkin', Caribou, whatever you prefer.
See, that's hard because you read a history book and all these so-called heroes. I think most of those people are just regular people. They just did kind of cool stuff that happened to end up in a book, and then the rest of them are jerks.
Right. Right. So I mean, pick your poison. Do you want to meet the regular good guy or the selfish jerk?
Well, seeing that I'm both, I think I'd get along with everyone. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. I think if you went biblically, I feel like the Apostle Paul would be interesting to meet.
Yeah, I think he was a little bit on the crazy side.
Well, he was a little bit,
Yeah, I
but I feel like you could have some interesting conversations with him
think I'd like to meet Daniel.
in the Lion's Den or outside of the Lion's Den.
Do they have coffee in the Lions Den?
Yeah, it's Lion's Den coffee
Uh,
served
the
by
Lions the Lions Den is something else. I'm not going
no.
in there. No, we'll go with out of the Lions Den.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Or John. Oh, my light is blinking. Whoa,
Ooh,
whoa, babe. Didn't we have this problem before?
I think so. I think we concluded that they're witches.
Oh yeah, probably. Well, no, John from Revelation. That'd be pretty sweet.
And you said Paul was kind of wacky?
Well, yeah, but John he saw some serious crap. Maybe get some insight on it. that we don't get in the book.
Ah, that does make sense. You can have a preview of what's actually happening from the guy who actually wrote it.
Pretty much.
Yeah. What if you had to pick someone non-biblically?
Um, Dale Earnhardt probably, or Ayrton Senna.
Ooh, those two would both be interesting.
I think uh Ayrton Senna was that kind of a little bit of a jerk, and but
It's kind of what it sounded like.
I've heard, well, actually, from one of my coworkers who met Dale Earnhardt that he was a really cool dude.
Okay. I mean,
Uh,
with that kind of mustache, though, you got to be kind of a cool guy.
yeah, but you can't always go by the mustache because there was one historical character that had a pretty epic mustache who was a pretty unepic guy.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be interesting to have a conversation with him and to see what was running through his mind?
Hitler? That guy,
Yes.
I don't want to know. That is the guy that invented the Volkswagen. Everything is wrong with him. He did
Hey, but at
invent
least
he did invent the
you would
Volkswagen, but
yeah, I get what you're saying.
he's the one that made Volkswagen
No,
happen. Idiot.
exactly.
You heard it from
Uh,
me right here. I hate Volkswagen and pretty much any other car that's made in Germany. Sue me.
that's legit. His hatred is real.
Mhm. Also, the same goes for Ford. In the past 3 days, I've taken apart 3 Fords and I'm pissed.
Yeah, makes sense.
Why I drive a Japanese car.
Oh yeah, nothing could go wrong there.
Hey, the Japanese know how to make a car. All right, who would you meet? I totally side trailed you there.
Uh, I feel like John Madden would be interesting to meet,
Oh yeah, definitely.
or like Vince Lombardi.
Maybe. Except for I kind of think he'd be a jerk too.
Yeah, a little bit. The other one, there was one that just came to mind. Who was it? Oh, John Wooden.
I don't even know who that
He
is.
was he was a legendary UCLA coach in like the 60s. He coached Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and like all the really good UCLA teams, and they like never lost.
Oh, that
He
would be
would be
cool.
interesting.
Or Kobe Bryant even would probably be interesting.
Right, right. He would be.
Maybe. Maybe he was a jerk too. But
I don't think he was. He was on the court, but off the court
yeah, I
was
think
he was legit.
yeah. All right. Well, my now that are all depressed, I'm gonna wait to ask my question because it's a kind of wild. So what else you got?
All right. This
Wait,
one,
what are the odds that we have the same question?
not very good.
They're not very good. Is yours toilet related?
No,
Okay, then we're fine.
no, it is not.
All right.
I mean, unless it does include food, but
No,
that,
no, we're not even close.
okay. Okay. So I was listening to a podcast the other day and they were talking about this one guy who ate one whole rotisserie chicken a day for a month.
That can't be healthy.
No, but then they posed the question, if you had to eat any food once a day for a month, what would you eat? It has to be
What?
like a legit meal.
So like one meal every day for a month?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Growing up, I had cereal every day, but they were always different.
Yeah, but I feel like that
There were different kinds of cereal.
right. Right. They have to be like this same kind because you could even like more of like a dinner type of meal,
Okay.
not necessarily a breakfast.
Um, give me, no, that's gonna hurt my booty hole. I was gonna say wings, but
Oh,
if I eat wings 2 days in a row, it already hurts. Um,
oh, the 30-day wing challenge.
give me a burger and fries
There you go. That's an American answer right there.
and a salad, just to make sure that I don't die 100%.
So you got like a totally greasy burger, and then you got A salad just to even it all out.
Yeah, it's called uh diverse proportioning.
There you go.
Yeah. What would you take?
Oh, it's got to be a taco.
Oh my goodness. I freaking
Dude,
hate tacos.
dude, you can eat a taco in like four different ways. So you can eat like a taco salad, or you can eat it in like a soft shell or a
Or
hard
you can
shell.
place directly in toilet.
Well, that would lead into your question, but I would not.
Dude, we had tacos like twice a week and it was just ugh, get so sick of them. I like a taco like
I don't
once a
know.
month. Once a month, the taco is good.
Oh no, like 3 times a week, a taco would be
Okay,
great.
what do you put? I know what you put on your taco, but most of the people here listening probably don't. So besides a gallon of ranch,
Okay.
what do you put on your taco?
Oh, so you got the base. You got to put like Doritos or some sort of a chip on the bottom. Then you put beef or hamburger or whatever you want to call it. And then it's cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, um, sour cream is a must.
Agreed.
It's almost more important than
Oh,
ranch, actually.
100%.
And then obviously a fair bit of ranch, and then a little bit of taco sauce.
See, I liked all that except for the taco sauce and the ranch.
Okay.
And then I would add on more cheese because you need more cheese. And you forgot the
Well, what?
onions
Yeah,
and beans.
I'm not a big beans guy, but onions can be good.
Yeah, and maybe a jalapeno if I'm feeling it, and some hot sauce, but though that's pretty rare.
Yeah. The best is when you have like nacho cheese and put that on your taco. That is
Okay,
legit.
that is pretty great. With shredded cheese on top of that.
Right. Cheese on cheese.
But sour cream is the base that, or that's the mold that holds it all together.
Absolutely. That absolutely. Then ranch is like the topping that is like the cherry on top of the sundae.
Pass. Sour
Uh,
cream is like the concrete to your apartment building. And then ranch is the guy you just evicted because he didn't pay his rent and was smoking doobies in the attic.
well, hey, they're all essential to the apartment building.
Yeah, tell me about it. I can't remember the last I've only lived in one apartment building, but it had all of that.
Uh,
All right, now
yeah.
this is perfect. So you know how picture this, you've got to poop and
Oh,
you go to the
okay.
bathroom, you rip off your pants. Now, how do you sit on the toilet?
I don't feel comfortable answering that question.
Do you face the big bowl or do you go the other way?
No, you have to back to the
You
back.
back up to the loading dock and let it loose?
Yeah,
My question to you is,
yeah.
why don't you go forward and saddle it? Because think about it. It's more comfortable around your booty cheeks. You've got somewhere to put your phone and less of a chance to drop it in. And then when you stand up to get off, it's just like you can like just go straight up with the pants. It's like you can skip 3 steps.
Huh.
And depending how you're wiping sit,
I never knew there was another.
depending on
Yeah.
your how you
I didn't know there was a second way to
oh
do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely 100%. And depending how you wipe, if you stand up to wipe like a communist, then that's even easier. But if you wipe like a normal human being, it's that's pretty much the same operation.
Right. Huh.
I
Now you
just
got me thinking.
I just blew your mind.
I might have to test that out.
Yeah, same. I've never done it myself.
I like all the aspects of it though.
Yeah, exactly. I think they should invent a toilet that it lifts you off and just like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you that would just be like the upgrade to the bidet.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, like the Japanese toilet.
Oh, the one that does your taxes?
Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah. Well,
Just
do you remember your self-sucking toilet?
I do remember that.
Hmm.
I do remember that. It's kind of like Jason's toilet, except better.
Oh, oh, can't handle Jason's toilet.
Makes the job too easy.
Yeah. Do you stand up to
Huh.
wipe?
No,
Good.
I think I did when I was like 10.
That's
That's because I
gross.
was that's because I was dumb.
Dude, just because you go to college doesn't make you smarter.
No, but I started way before college.
Okay. Wait, you wipe? I gave that up years ago.
All right, here's the real question. Which hand do you wipe with?
Yes. Depends
Depends on what.
how much I got to get out of there. Sometimes
Oh,
you gotta go at it. Two-handed.
oh, that's nasty.
No, right-handed.
I,
It's way easier.
dude, that's nasty.
Why?
Because I use toilet
Dude,
paper. Come on,
I gave that
man.
up years ago. Think of how much money I'm saving.
I'm never
But
shaking your hand
anyways,
again.
why do you think they put a sink in the bathroom? It's just for fools like me that don't want to pay for toilet paper. There was never any idea of washing your hands after taking a massive poo until they invented toilet paper. Then, or you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know. I know. Oh,
It's enough to piss
you
off
know,
the Pope.
I agree. You got any other questions?
Uh, I was gonna ask you the age-old question of like the toilet paper roll, which way it, like over or under, but
No, no.
there's no
Uh,
question there
yeah,
because obviously you don't use toilet paper.
right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm a modern naturalist.
Ugh. So tell me, how does it feel when you're running up and down the court with those, you got your cheeks doing this with the crusties in there, so it's basically doing this. They're intertwined crusties.
Why do you think I have shin splints?
See, you call it a shin splint, but really it's something else. It sounds very similar.
Same feeling.
Ugh. I was going to ask you another question, but it's incredibly inappropriate, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I pooped twice
I don't
today.
know. Good for you.
Thanks.
Looking at my piece of paper,
What the?
I think I think we gotta do the most important segment of the entire show
What
that
is
we've
that?
lacked for years and years.
Does it involve numbers?
It does involve numbers.
What? Oh, okay. Let's
We
each
have,
write down one big number, and the winner is that number.
all right. What if we have the same number?
Then, then we get to decide who wins the Bowie lottery because people have not been submitting their numbers for the Bowie lottery in a long time. I think they forgot that
Well,
they could.
well, yeah, and you see the pot kind of dried up, and then you we're just re-aggravating, re-stirring it.
Right. So speaking of pot stirring, if you want to enter to win the Bowie lottery, you on Spotify, if you listen there, you can leave a review or ask a question or anything like that. Just go into the app and you go to our podcast. It's really easy to do. I did it. I asked some pretty great questions to ourselves that
He,
nobody else did.
he did.
And
Yeah,
except,
you see, and
oh, go ahead.
you can you can answer you can ask us questions that we can answer. Then you don't have to listen to us talking about toilets for 25 minutes.
Exactly. If you ask a question, you're automatically entered. If you comment on anything, you're automatically entered to win. I'm going to shout out one of our listeners who has been one of our greatest listeners that we've not really ever addressed, and I'm pretty sure I
All
know who
right.
it is because Dill Westabeast, we see you commenting and watching our YouTube. That has to be you, right, Bill?
Shout out to Mr. Will.
No, I call him Bill.
Bill? All
Yeah,
right, bet.
I didn't want to assume it was one of his brothers, but I'm pretty sure William Westaby is one of our greatest listeners.
I think so. He goes right up there in the listener hall of Fame with like me and you.
I am our greatest listener. All right, you got that number wrote down?
Hey, I do have a number
Hey,
written down. I don't know if it's the
if
same
it's the
one.
same number, then who wins?
Well, that's where we have to go to a booth review.
Okay, hold up your number there, boss.
Uh, I don't have mine big enough. I don't know if the camera can
It looks like
exactly
a
see it.
giant piece of white paper. What number do you have?
You have,
It is a
is that a
7.
7?
It's
Well, I
an
wrote like a large number as far as we had a very different interpretation of large number. I wrote like
you owe like 15
I
million.
wrote a numerically large
I
number.
wrote
You wrote just a really large number.
I wrote a geometrically large number.
Yeah. I believe I think we got to go to a short intermission to figure out who actually won the Bowie lottery.
You mean in like 2 minutes and 53 seconds?
No, like right now.
Okay. Well, let us be intermissed. We will be back
Yes,
after potentially a word from our sponsor, but probably not.
maybe.
And we're back.
Yes, the committee has met. The numbers have been run.
I grabbed a giant thing of beans.
Yep. That's why we're podcasting remotely.
Hey, you won't have to worry about it till like tomorrow.
Right. Again, why we're podcasting remotely. Anyway,
Well,
due to an error in our system and other fun stuff, Franklin has by default won the Bowie lottery.
good job, Franklin.
I
Yeah.
think it was Franklin. Was that who we were supposed?
No, that's not who it was supposed to be. But good job, Franklin. You win by default because
There was an error
nothing
in our
messed up.
system. I told you there was an error in our system.
Okay, Steve Harvey. What the? Oh boy.
Well, now I don't even see you anymore, bro.
And we're
Oh, he's
back.
back.
All these beans are knocking out my powers.
Hey, makes sense. So for 1 week until we do the Bowie lottery again, Franklin, you have whatever you want to do with Bowie within reasonable limits.
But not actually go for it.
Exactly. So
See, now he's looking for all the things that he lost. Oh, here we
Yep.
go.
Oh, hey, there it is. Right
Okay.
here. Right where I had it.
We're entering Bryson's brain now. I can't remember where I lost. Am I wearing pants? Which way do I wait? Wow, maybe
It's
if I pooped in the bowl, I could save a step.
anyway.
You ever pooped in the back of someone's toilet?
No, but it would be funny.
I'm gonna do that to somebody. It's gonna smell for a month. What is going on? Yummy.
It sounds like a prank that someone would pull. Instead of TPing, it's another thing.
There's actually a term for that, but we're not going to get into this.
You know, I feel like I got some other notes that I'm going to read.
All right, what you got, boss?
All right, so we got two options. We can either talk about the best sports stadiums that we'd like to visit in a draft, or we can go to the best board games of all time.
Let's do the board games.
All right. All right.
So how do we decide who goes first?
Well, I think since you had the larger geometric number, you can go first.
All right. Wait, so how do we decide who wins?
I don't really know.
I mean,
We could have an impartial third party.
like who?
I don't know.
Um, okay, how about this? Just whoever let us find out next week who wins after we get the most comments about one on our Instagram, our YouTube, or our Spotify.
All right,
And
bet.
so you can either vote for Mue or for that guy.
Yeah, for me.
Yeah, for him.
Vote for me.
So, but you make your decision either based on our definitely better looks from my end or from the results of the draft.
Hey, I'm single. He's married. Take your
Well,
pick.
but I have beans.
Again, take
Oh,
your pick.
sorry, choking on my beans.
And now he's dead.
Um, best board game. I'm gonna have to go with Monopoly.
Yeah, that was an easy, obvious choice right there.
A lot of people hate it, but you know what? Get over it. It's better than
It's
any
even
other
worse.
board game.
It's even worse when you play with you, though.
What are you talking about?
You always cheat.
It's not entirely true. I just think of different ways to win than you do.
That are semi against the rules.
Only if I get caught.
True. Let's see. What other board games are there? I feel like that was like the only good board game. Um, ooh, I'm gonna go with. Uh, I'm gonna go with. It's not too popular, but it's the only one that I can think of right now.
Nice.
We're gonna go with Clue.
Oh man, that was like my fifth pick.
Oh, it was value in the first round.
Oh, is that? That's what they all say. All right. I'm gonna take for number
Yeah.
two the game of life.
Oh, that is a good one. That's a solid pick. Oh, let's see. I think what other feel like I hate thinking of this on the spot. I should have done my research.
Yeah, you probably should have. This was your idea.
I know, but I thought of it like 20 minutes before I we started recording.
20 minutes before we started recording, I was sleeping.
I mean, there's board games that I like to play, and then there's board games that other people like to play.
Yeah, so you're doing it for you or are you doing it for the people?
I will take the game. I personally don't like it, but some people do like it. And that is the game of Risk.
Yeah, I've only played that one a small handfuls of times and I'm terrible at it, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
There's another board game that falls into that category that I hate, and I've only played it like one time. I don't understand it, and I'm not picking it. So, I'm
Okay.
gonna take a wild card.
Okay.
I'm taking Parcheesi.
Oh, that's an oldie but a goodie.
I don't have all of our 12-year-old listeners. What the frick is Parcheesi?
For those of you who haven't played it, you probably should.
It's basically you race around the board.
Yeah.
And you do some other stuff. I don't know. I don't actually remember how to play.
Okay, I'm gonna take a more modern game. I'm gonna take the game. Oh, no, an absolute banger. This
Oh,
is one of the greatest board games of all time.
you're gonna take the one that I just said I was never gonna do.
Maybe. I'm gonna take one of the oldest board games of all time.
Oh,
I'm
the
gonna take
two by four game.
Yes. Yes. Tree on tree.
Ha ha ha.
I'm gonna take the game of chess.
Ah, yes, that is a good one. Chess is good. Do you know how to play chess?
I do know how to play chess. I'm not good at it, but I know how to play.
Well, then we should play sometime so I can whoop your booty.
Yeah, probably.
Oh crap. I'm gonna take number four, Trivial Pursuits.
Okay. I feel like I have played that game one time.
Basically, it's Jeopardy, and then if you get one right, you move your piece and you're racing to the end.
Ah, I see.
Basically, if you're dumb, you lose. So I've never won.
Yeah. All right. I mean, I can go two options here, two value picks.
Great
I'm gonna
value because
go.
that's Walmart.
No, this is actual value. I'm gonna go with another older game and a decently popular game, and that's gonna be checkers.
Bruh. Checkers
I
is
am both
just
playing
checkers is just chess for people that don't know how to play chess.
right, but now I'm gonna play checkers and chess. You don't know what I'm gonna do anymore.
Oh my goodness. You just took one game that's the same game and split it up into two just because you can.
Hey, it's a popular game.
Hey, you should keep talking because I can't think of anything.
Well, hey, I've been thinking of great ones. I got like three more that I could pick.
I can think of three games, but I hate all of them. Oh, yes. Candyland. Easy.
Oh,
I'm taking
that is a good
Candyland.
one. That is a good one. That's for all the children out there.
I love Candyland.
Okay. So there's like three different ways I could run this. And had I actually done my research, I definitely would not have drafted Risk. That was yeah. I feel like the one I'm gonna go with the game of Sorry.
That was one of the ones that I wasn't going to pick because it's dumb. I actually don't even know how to play that. I've
Oh,
only
I
played it like one time in my whole life.
oh I agree. It's incredibly dumb.
I think isn't it basically
And
Parcheesi?
per, in a sense, yeah, it's the modern version of
Oh,
Parcheesi.
it's just more apologetic.
Right. And without
Oh yeah.
dice.
Does Parcheesi have dice?
I thought they did, but maybe not.
I don't remember.
It's it's been so long since I played that game.
So see, you got your five and I've got my five.
Yeah. All right, who's in
Honorable.
your five?
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you the one game that I was absolutely not going to pick because it's dumb.
Yeah, I know which one it is, I bet.
What? Guess.
Settlers of Catan.
You are 1000% correct. I hate that game. I don't understand it. I've tried. I have tried to play it. I
That
can't tell if
was
I just hate the game or just can't. I just didn't want to listen to the people that were telling me how to play. Probably both.
yeah. I did think about picking that one. It was on my list.
One other good one that I just now thought of that I wish I would have picked was Ticket to Ride. That's a good game.
That is a quality game as well. Less well-known game that I really enjoyed playing is Pandemic.
Oh yeah,
It's a very strategic game, and I really like it. But it doesn't work well in the modern times.
yeah. I feel like I've played that game. I can't remember if it was with you or with Jason, but I'm pretty sure I played
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Because
It's a lot of fun.
it's basically Risk, but with more diseases, right?
Right,
Yeah.
right. Less scurvy and more modern.
Well, speaking of the scurvy,
Well, you want to read off your five and I'll read off
oh
my
yeah,
five?
I have Monopoly, The Game of Life, Parcheesi, Trivial Pursuits, and Candyland.
That's all solid. Okay,
Hmm.
before I read off my five, would bingo count as a board game?
Yes.
Dude, that would have been a solid pick. How did we leave bingo out of this thing?
I don't know, but I love bingo.
Yeah, it is. It's great.
I think it'd actually be more of like a sport because it's got like, the ball.
Yeah, I mean, are you saying that bingo should be an Olympic sport?
Yeah. Is there skill to bingo?
No, but probably.
I'm gonna have to go
I
with
think
no.
it depends on how much you're paying the reader
Yeah, but I don't
or
know
the
how to
caller.
read.
Well, you don't know how have to read the person calling out the things.
E7. Miss.
Exactly.
Boy, that's Battleship.
Right.
All right, what
Forgot there
is
was no. Okay.
yeah, what was your
Uh,
five?
my five, I have Clue, Risk, chess, and checkers,
Bruh.
and then Sorry as my fifth one. So
Instead of sorry, you have my bad.
that's kind of how I feel about that five.
I- hey, you never know. If what other prizes?
Well, the
Oh, here we go
satisfaction
again.
of the aliens are abducting you.
Probably. I am pretty abductable.
Sure.
Well, how about the winner gets to go first next week?
All right, bet.
Oh, it works.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah. And for those of you who are listening, send us some ideas for interesting things we could draft.
Or talk about or ask us anything because literally
We're open to new ideas.
we're open to just about everything.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You know, speaking of almost everything, we're going to talk about the Vikings.
Go for it.
It's like, you can set your clock to it. Every year is just like, well, they made the playoffs. Well, they're going to suck.
Mm-hmm.
And they always choke right at the end. It's like clockwork.
I was listening to Mel Stanley today. Went back and listening to his show from 2 weeks ago. He said they're either going to lose in the Super Bowl or they're going to lose in the first round.
Now Stanley does it again.
Mm-hmm. I will say though, I'm incredibly disappointed in the Buccaneers.
Yeah. But you got to root for the Niners now, just to beat the brakes off the Cowboys.
Everyone's a 49ers fan now.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing that I have is we got to shout out to the old basketball team
Why is that? Because
because
they
they
were
done.
sending me gross selfies today. Mason
Oh,
was.
probably.
Yeah, it was very inappropriate of Chad and Bowie.
Yeah, but nah, they went out and got one of them things last week, won another championship because that's what they do, I guess.
Bruh. See, you leave the team and boom, they start winning championships.
Hey, now I brought in the championship era.
Hey, I leave the team and they started winning championships.
There you go. That's more accurate.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know.
Well, you can't win them all, Marv,
That's what they say.
and you can't
Speaking
hear
of
you at
winning,
all,
you
Marv.
seen Steven?
I think your headphones died or you died. Uh-oh. He's scrambling. He's searching. And there he goes.
All right.
Okay, maybe we're back again once more. Tooby Hasley.
Yes, indubitably.
We can hear each other. We can see each other.
It's always a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I don't have much left to talk about, but I didn't really want to leave y'all hanging.
Yeah, we got to figure out where Mr. Steve O'Neill is off on his fancy exotic vacation.
Well, he is on one of those.
If you could vacation like Steve, would you?
No, that dude goes to some weird places.
Yeah, well, I've seen his picture on Instagram. I'm like, yep, he's a pretty weird dude.
No, I think he's good looking.
He's something.
Yeah, best exec producer on Instagram.
Follow that man. See where he's going on vacation next.
Follow us on Instagram at Two Tall Boys Sports.
Yeah.
Follow
And
yourself on Instagram because you can.
can you actually?
I don't think so.
Oh, then I would have 4 followers.
Ooh, ha ha. Now you just told the world that you have Instagram. Now they're going to be looking for you.
They're gonna find me.
Ha ha ha. Next, you're going to tell everyone that you have Snapchat.
You weren't supposed to know about that.
Wait, you do?
No, I don't.
Me neither. Um, see,
Well,
I had something else I was going to say, but I don't remember what it was.
oh,
Oh yeah, next week we got some big stuff coming up.
we do. We do. We're gonna have some cake.
Cake?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send
Dave.
you over a slice.
All right. Wait, what kind of cake?
I don't know, fruitcake?
Ugh. Anyways, Dave is going to be giving his first public statement after the trial.
Yeah.
We might hear
I
from
think
LaFonda if we get somebody to go into prison to talk to her. That'd be kind of cool.
yeah. I think Jeff Cooper might be joining the show.
All right.
So
And it will be another week of us trying to get Titus on the show.
we'll see what we can do.
Yeah,
The 2.5 tall boys haven't been complete since like December.
exactly. Actually, it was like January. No, it was December.
No, it was December.
Well, I'm Scott Bradford. I'm 19, and I'm going to be 20 in like December.
Right? I want to be somewhere around that age in like July. Dude,
Gross.
we're getting old.
No kidding.
You know, where's Steve getting old at these days?
Well, you see, after his whole incident, remember how he kind of had some mixing up with the law and stuff?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's all behind him now. So Steve
Oh, that's
O'Neill,
good.
yeah, yeah. He's visiting with his mother-in-law at the West Side High Tide Full Ride Can't Glide Perfume of the Gypsies and Their Parents Convention.
Hmm.
Well,
Well,
yes,
yes.
that was a little better. But